Got it. Okay, it says this is being live streamed, Braden. So, all right, let me know when you see it. Got it. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
All righty. We'll be waiting here for a bit while we share the link and we get everybody connected. Oh, you know what I should have done? And I still can do it.
Get close to the link.
In the group?
Yeah. Also, Mom, they should have the chat open.
Well, I was gonna just switch the chat to this window.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good. So how about if we do that? Oh, so if we do this here, there you go. Look, you see? So here's where I can see the chat, right? Okay, perfect. All right, thank you. Yeah, close the door. Thank you so much. I want to be closing this Zoom here. And with this, I can actually share my screen. Okay, good. All right. So we still have 1 minute before you guys join here. And I need to make sure that everybody has basically the way to join us. And I could probably, there you go. There you go. There you go. Actually, let me join here. Marketing for Greatness group. With this, I can also do this so that everybody can join us. All righty. Day 1 of the challenge is here, guys. And what I wanted to do is to go to the link where we are live streaming. I'm going to be leaving that link right here. And then we all can jump into that link. And I'll be waiting there with a chat that is open. On that chat, you can ask me any questions. And let's have a lot of fun. Let's do it. Okay, posting that. These are the things that nobody tells you, right? When you're like committed to do live streaming and caring for everybody that joins. And I want all of you to learn. I want all of you to get the best of the resources. All right, so join here. There you go. Join us live here. Okay. I want to make sure, welcome to live chat. No. All right. Okay, I can also announce the live chat via email, just in case, people need to be connected. And we also have a chat. Live video of the challenge happening now. Okay. If you join me on our live stream, say hello on the chat. We're just giving this a couple of minutes, making sure that everybody has the chance to find us, making sure that everybody will have the chance to ask questions. And I wanted to leave a YouTube link because then you guys can have it in your members only portal. All right, so let's just go ahead and send this link to everybody on the chat and everybody on the group. All righty, all righty. As you are arriving, please write on the chat, write on comments. I want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. And certainly I want to make sure that I don't miss any of your questions. Hi, Greg, how are you? Yes, yes, yes. So happy to see you. Happy Labor Day. Sorry, subscribe to list. Reels challenge, just making sure that everybody gets the chance to come here. Okay, okay. Join us live. Awesome. You have any questions about short video, Greg? Okay, just making sure that everybody gets the link, and we're going to be starting. And no worries, it's the kickoff that I wanted to leave, you know, with all these links. And in the upcoming ones, what I will do is assign it as a webinar. So we have a particular link and it's easier for everybody. Okay. I'm sure we'll have tons of questions. Have not done it before. Ooh, okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, okay, so links were out. If you found us, that means that everybody can find us as well. So I'm gonna get this a go and start what I want to share with you, because time is money, right? We are here to learn a lot. Okay, so let me find this really quickly. And we're going to get going. I know, right? I know that that's mostly what you do. But video marketing is here and is staying, and it's not going to go away. All right. So, okay, let's get going. Let's get to share my screen, which is here and here, and we are ready to go. All right, everybody, welcome to the challenge. If there's something that I am super excited about, is that when we are taking a challenge together, it's going to be easier. It's going to be more motivating, and it's not going to be as painful as if you are trying to learn something new on your own. How many of you can feel the pain when you want to figure out something and you try to Google those questions and every answer brings you to a video? And then when you're halfway through that video, you realize, no, that's not it. That's not what I want to learn. And then you go back and you find new keywords, and then you search again and you start another video and you're like, no, that's not it. By the third time, you give up. You give up. And you know what happens is you might not be able to find the answers because you don't have the right questions. And that's the frustration that comes with learning something new, especially when it has to do with technology. But no worries, you and I are friends, and I am here to demystify all of these fears that you have around how can you put yourself out there using video marketing, and how video marketing can take your message and take it from a very micro audience to a very macro, and take it to virality and get your work to be seen by the number of people that you deserve. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to do today. Please say, I deserve this. You deserve to be seen. You deserve the visibility. Okay, Hola, Clary. Hola, Greg. You deserve it, right? So when we deserve something, we get connected with the method that can take us there. And that's why I realized that the best way that I could break it for you is in a challenge where we are together for 10 days. Let me tell you something. I am very well aware that not everybody is going to complete the challenge. And that's why I want to tell you this, because I want you to take this personal and say, no way, I'm not going to be in Jessica's, the lower bar. I don't want to lower the bar for you. Okay. And here's the thing. Some of you will want to just do very little. But those of you who are going to take the challenge and will tell me, please don't lower the bar for me. I'm strong, I'm committed, I'm dedicated, and I want to make this work. Okay. I want to find those of you who are into not getting the leeway, not getting the easy path because you are committed. And here's the thing. If you're like, I don't know what she's talking about, then we will do one exercise that will help you to reaffirm your commitments with video marketing. And that's what I want to do today. I want to make sure that you are committed with a bigger purpose. Not, maybe at first you saw this invitation and you saw the flashy colors of the page and you're like, yeah, I should do something like what she's doing, or vice versa. You probably saw the invitation and you saw what I'm doing and you're immediately thinking that's not for me, right? Those are called prejudgment. Whatever you did as a prejudgment, I want you to be able to say, you know what? I'm going to give this a try, no matter what I thought, right? Because it's not about me. And at the end of the day, my friends, it's not about you either. When it comes to letting your message out there, you're the messenger. You have a mission, and your mission cannot wait. Every minute when you are hesitating about spreading the news of your mission, you're doing it a disservice, which is why one of the main things that need to happen today is that you recommit with your mission, not with me. When you are not opening my emails, you're not doing anything to me, okay? I don't take any of those personal. When you block me, when I start like asking you for questions and giving you the follow-up, just keep in mind, I am the messenger here. And I am here as your accountability body to tell you that you should be bold, that you should not remain in silence, that you should play a bigger game, okay? So I don't take it personal, and I don't want you to take it personal. We're here committed to your mission. Are you excited? Now, let me read it. What is your mission? Who do you want to be connected with? Who can you serve? I am on a mission to amplify the voices for servant leaders. You know what the difference is between a servant leader and somebody that is the CEO or the entrepreneur, and they just want to maybe show off some numbers and make some money? There's a big difference between both of those. Can you think about it? I can tell you something. Servant leaders have a deeper connection with their purpose. Servant leaders want and have this burning desire that they just need to change things, and they have recognized that there are some problems and they want to be part of that solution, whether that be in the industry of products or services, or maybe your industry is in the creative mode or you want to become a creator. You still want to serve. So I'm here to get you connected with that, okay? I'm here to tell you, listen, it doesn't matter how do you look on camera. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. It doesn't matter how you speak. It really doesn't matter, okay? What we have been finding is that social media is amplifying the voices for creators. And what we have found is that people who are very deeply connected with their mission are passionate. And that passion is what sells. Write this down. Passion sells, okay? It's not you, it's your passion. So what do you need in order to make video marketing working on your favor, on your side? Number one is we're going to be creating the social media marketing strategy that will enable adding video marketing, okay? Maybe with this, you're going to have to post less and more. It's going to be about your video. That's great, right? So that strategy, a couple of things I want to tell you when it comes to the strategy, okay? So why now? Why now? And some of you might have this content, right? And they might say, oh, I don't need this now. Yes, you need this now, okay? Now, obviously, if you don't have anything to share, you might believe that you don't need this today. But if you have a mission, if you're a servant leader, I want to tell you why September is the most important month of the year. Why? The year is ending. So usually it takes about 60 to 90 days and many touches between 7 and 12 to expose somebody to something so that they make a decision. And I know that this is not new to you, right? It takes between 7 and 12 exposures for somebody to make a decision about something. So why do you think that we need to start with this video marketing campaign now if we want to close a powerful year? Because of that, right? So this video marketing challenge is going to help you organize and structure a campaign that will allow you to use social media marketing so that when you launch your campaign to either close the year, maybe you have a sale on the holidays, or maybe you want to open the year powerfully because maybe you have some challenge or something to offer for people on New Year's, you will have a nurtured audience. That will be wonderful, right? But that moment to start warming up your people, to start finding them, that starts today, which is another thing that happens when it comes to being strategic when we use social media. Social media works in a more programmed way. It doesn't really work well when you just want to sell people in one click. Social media as a channel helps you nurture people, which is why when we do activities that will allow us to reach new people, those people that you reach are strangers. And it's up to your social media marketing to turn those strangers into leads and sales. This is why video marketing is so powerful, because with the 15-second videos, you're going to be attracting people to you. They are going to be attracted to your passion, to your energy, to your creativity, to your suspense, to your ability to get them entertained. You're going to keep them curious. It's almost like teasing them, right? That's what video marketing does at the 15-second level. Don't just think that that's the only videos you're going to be doing, because what happens is once you nurture that audience, guys, you're going to be creating statements, stories, and sharing things with them about your life, about your profession, about your business, things that are very interesting for them. And this is how you turn them from stranger, curious, follower, loyal follower, and then somebody that is going to be learning from you or buying a product from you or working with you. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I hope it does, because that is what is called the journey. And every channel in the online marketing world has its own journey. Keep in mind, when I say every channel, I'm talking about social media channels. I'm talking about Google as a channel when people search. We can, mention an infinite list of ramifications under each of those channels. Referrals is another channel. Groups represent another channel, right? Word of mouth represents another channel, which is just like the online world is unseen, because you never know the conversations that are happening when you're not present, right? So when we're taking this challenge, I want to take you into this journey in which you're going to understand the power of social media marketing, using video marketing to find those strangers. And then we're going to convert them into followers, and then into leads, prospects, and then a client. Okay. So what you need in order to have a strategic approach towards your new videos that you'll be creating. Number one is understanding that the best way to reach strangers and to take them into following you and into falling in love with your mission is by sticking up to one niche. And that niche doesn't mean that you're going to be committed to only work with those people, but this challenge is going to help you thinking into niche marketing, which means, again, I want you to think about one person at a time, and having content for that one person at a time is going to help you polish the series of videos that you'll be creating for just one person. So that's another thing that I wanted to do is think about, okay, so now I'm going to be teasing these strangers, but which of the many niche or categories I could pick, right? You're going to pick one. You're going to pick one. And the content that you'll be creating, it's going to be just for that person. Those of you on the chat, those of you watching the replay, do you guys know who is going to be your persona? If you do, please share. And if you have questions about your persona, please tell me, like, hey, I need help with that. I don't really know. Because one thing that you can do if you're uncertain about what persona or what needs they have, we have Google for that. We can see exactly how many people want to learn about something, okay? So that's one thing. The strategy is going to be essentially understanding, why are you using social media? Why now? Taking the approach and the mindset of, oh, wait, I'm expecting that this is going to be a journey, not a one-time thingy, right? So that means that you're creating something for this group now, but then you're going to take them into this journey to convert them. Does this make sense? Right? The journey from strangers to conversions, it's not a one-time thing, okay? So second element that we need to make this work is to actually be confident that TikTok is leading the way when it comes to creating content. What does that mean? That means that today, besides from finding your strategy and your niche, I want you to open your account on TikTok, okay? If you've never opened it, please open it. I want you to get familiar with the content, the style, the look of how people are using TikTok. And just like Google, on TikTok, you can search. Greg is saying, I want to be connected with interior designers. There is a hashtag for that. You can see what interior designer content creators are sharing on the platform. And that's exactly what I wanted to do, is to get familiar with how content creators are taking advantage of TikTok as a platform. Now, let me just tell you, most of the content of this challenge, it is based on Instagram Reels. I love Instagram Reels because it is more connected with Facebook. It is going to help you ease into the platform. And I just don't think that TikTok as a platform, unless you're building it, it's going to give you the biggest opportunity. But your biggest opportunity, at least in the next 90 days, is going to be if you surprise your existing Facebook audience with new content, if you surprise your existing Instagram audience with new content, that is where that journey is going to take you from the strangers to closing sales. Okay, this is why I'm peaking when I'm training and showing the platform and showing all of the behind the scenes of how to create content. We're using Reels as our way to market our videos. Those of you who want to do both, Reels and TikTok, you can. In fact, I am doing both, but that's not what I want you to do necessarily, because I don't want to complicate your life. I want us to go from not doing videos to doing videos. So I want us to use Reels because it's going to be the most logical one, simply because you guys have an audience, whether it's on Reels, on Instagram, sorry, or on Facebook, okay? So we're going to be building on Instagram. We're going to be building on Facebook. We're just bringing in new content. Does that make sense? Say yes. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. So TikTok, actually, I don't want you to ignore it either. I want you to be there. I want you to use it for ideas as of how to create content. What are the songs that are trending? What are the movements and the dances and all that? It's going to be our research center. However, as a platform, just quote me on this for next year. As a platform, we definitely need to build on TikTok next year. Why? Why is that, Jessica? Well, TikTok actually grew as a platform. It became viral and it had amazing press last year, but it was bad press. Do you remember what happened with TikTok? That it was banned and Trump said that they didn't want TikTok because it had security issues. They're still revamping that. They're still recovering from that. However, in the US, the audience between 30 and 50 years old, it's actually over 50%. And that's why we are so excited as content marketers, because we see that there is a new platform that is emerging. Whether that means that you're going to be taking that as your primary platform today or not, if you ask me, it's not my primary platform, but that doesn't mean that I will ignore it either, okay? So TikTok, it's going to be our model, okay? Does that mean that we're building on TikTok and generating leads on TikTok? Not as of September 2021, but maybe as of September 2022, okay? Again, I wanted to keep things into that perspective. TikTok is going to be our role model, okay? So open a TikTok account. Don't be afraid of getting yourself there and learning and things like that. Now, the third thing we need in order to be successful at video marketing is planning. One of the very cool tools that you have on this challenge is actually a one-page, like a cheat sheet that I created that will help you to plan the videos. You're also having headlines that I have already created for you. That means that you have at least your first 10 videos planned. Now, you better develop a muscle, because I'm not going to be planning videos for you the entire time, right? So what I want is that during this challenge, you get into the habit of planning at least 3 videos a week, okay? And little by little, those 3 videos a week are going to be turning into maybe 6 videos a week. And then maybe 12 videos a week, maybe 14 videos per week, and little by little, right? So for this particular week, you already have, at least 7. Now, I'm not personally expecting that all of you are going to be taking, the video and every day you're going to be sharing that. To me, you are passing and winning this challenge if this week you do 3. Does that sound better? If you do 3 videos this week and you're feeling comfortable about it, I will be super thrilled, okay? So don't think that I'm expecting to go from 0 to 10 videos back to back, because I understand it can be challenging. But next week, when we're about to graduate from the challenge, I want you to have those videos at least drafted, meaning that you started, meaning that this challenge gave you the confidence that you need the tools that you need, and you're really understanding what is the game plan here for you to find leads. Are you excited about that? You're excited about that? So when it comes to planning, the best way for any content, actually, this is the same process I use for creating a blog, for example. If you are going to expect to go from idea to writing to publish a blog in a day or in one sitting, it's not going to happen, okay? It's not sustainable. And the same thing, if we're producing videos for a YouTube channel, it's the same thing. So the best way for you to create content consistently is to break it down in different steps. We go from idea, then research, then you find like the way that you're going to produce that video. Then you're going to film the video and make it to be optimized according to the platform that you're going to share. Now, the hardest part is the idea, which is the coolest part why we're doing this challenge together. I have the ideas. I have done the research, but I wanted to start doing the research, and that's what we're learning together, so that you can feel like, oh, I can see how this applies to me, okay? So that's super, super, super important. If you have, let's say that you graduated from the challenge and a new week is coming up, right? Let's say 3 Mondays from today. I want you to at least have 3 ideas for the videos that you're gonna be creating for that week. And if you are at that level, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I made it. I'm gonna be super, super happy. Number 4, it's again, the one persona approach, which is part of the strategy. But I wanted to get really, really strict about this particular phase of creating videos, because what will happen is the following. At the beginning, you will have line up about 3 or 4 topics based on the questions that you think that these people have. That's the beginning of it. But then at some point, when it picks up, your audience is going to ask you questions, and it's going to be up to you to keep nurture those questions that you get, which is amazing, amazing, amazing. So that's actually leveraging the power of social media with the power of content marketing. At first, it's you, the person who is going to initiate that conversation. But those conversations are going to happen in comments, in stories, in direct messages, private messages, etc. So pay attention to those conversations, because that is what is going to help you to go from you, the 100% responsible of generating the ideas and the topics, versus them asking you questions and leading the topics. You see the board behind me? Those are questions that I have gotten. Those are lines of topics that I need to create in blog, in videos, in longer videos. And that's the beauty of initiating the conversations using social media marketing. Again, social media marketing is not a one-time click, but a journey. I expect for you to just really get that today. Social media marketing is a journey. Should I say this one more time? Social media marketing is a journey, not a one-time click. And we're initiating that journey, but our content is going to help us moving on with those conversations and moving the prospect on their journey. When they ask you questions, they're processing your information. They are on that journey. So what your content should be doing is pushing them and leading them as a servant leader that you are into that journey, okay? Raymond, on September 14, I'm going to start a 31-day Facebook Live video series corresponding to the chapters in my book. Awesome. So Raymond, what you should be doing since today is nurturing people so that when you start that challenge or those, 31 days, right? When you start those 31 days, You need to have an audience that is committed with that content, that is hungry to receive that information. So these short videos are going to help you to tease them into that other offer that you have for them. Again, it is a journey. It is a journey. And I love that you're sharing that. Please share here on the chat your Facebook page. So anybody that is watching today's video and the rest of the videos as well, Raymond, can follow that. So we all can see what is it that you're going to be creating. That's amazing. Okay. So I'm glad that Raymond mentions that, because that means that he has part of the plan. He has it. He has the end goal with this content. And that's important. Again, like when you have this journey on your head, you have it from the time when you are visualizing the strangers, but you're going to move them into this journey. In Raymond's example, he's taking the future readers of his book into a journey in which they're going to be following him, but then they're going to be marking on their calendars that they're going to be coming to a show to interact with him as an author, right? So that's a clear goal. Now, the marketing should help him to reach the goal. And that's why I think it's brilliant that he's going to be using video marketing, because people are going to be super excited about having time and hanging out with the author, okay? So what else do we need to produce amazing videos? It's the format, right? The good news about the format when it comes to short video is that actually people are not expecting for you to have a highly produced video. And that's hilarious, because when you compare that to YouTube, like YouTube has so much expectations and harder expectations from creators. You need to have like your studio, your corner, and it's very intimidating. I'm the first to admit to you, YouTube as a platform to build an audience and gain followers and have that audience to be really nurtured to the point when they interact with you and they send you questions to you as a creator, it takes a long time. And I feel that it's because it's coming to almost like saturation. People have way too many options there. However, when it comes to new platforms and new styles of creating videos, since everything is new and everybody is new, all of us have the chance to climb the ladder and earning the audience that we are so much wanting to earn. It's almost like if you're trying now to build on Instagram, you have to work harder than if you were trying to build your Instagram 7 years ago, okay? And I'm going through that as well, okay? So that's why I'm super excited when it comes to finding an opportunity where everybody's new and everybody is now having the same opportunity to build, okay? So your format doesn't really matter. And that one trend that is coming up from every platform is exactly that. The format is expected to be as authentic as possible. The audience want more authenticity than the pre-planned and pre-made and pre-stock, content. So that's great. I would love to hear from you. How do you feel about that? Because some people will find these as a negative instead of a positive, right? Why? Because they're going to say, oh, so now I cannot edit my videos. Now I have to just show all my mistakes, all my bloopers. You know what? Those are the bloopers that are going to make you be relatable. It's your relatability that will get you more connections with strangers than your perfectionism, okay? So do not worry about looking like a pro. It's not about you. It's about your message, okay? Number 6 is going to be branding. Keep in mind, when you are going to take your content into a large pod where there's a lot of other videos, people are going to people are going to have a hard time remembering, because those platforms, they kind of like suck you in, and you see so much content that is hard to remember who was that account, right? So because of that, you need to have the branding component of your channel. Okay, that takes us to talk about your bio, your little description of your platform, and then how can you best help people to associate your face with your content. This is something that we'll be covering when we create the videos together, is how to create branded videos. And don't think that this is complicated. I'm going to tell you ahead of time. This has to do with the covers that you use, the thumbnails that you use, and the letters, the fonts that you use. Nothing more and nothing else. It's super simple to create a way of people to remember you. There's also a way for you to get them to know you more. It's always starting your videos in the same way. That's why, you know, if you follow some creators and successful creators, I don't know if you guys have seen the Ace family on YouTube, you know, their intro, it's very particular. And I know that they have changed it a couple of times, but they always start their videos with, "Hey family, what's going on, everybody," right? So, and that's just one example. You can also do your intro in a way that people will remember that, oh my gosh, yeah, that's her. So we can figure that out together, you know, in terms of like, what can you say to make people to be connected with you every single time so that they can always come back to your account. So that's part of the essential component of your strategy for video marketing. The other one is you're going to be leaving marks on the online and unseen world. And those are going to be helping you to generate the leads, right? So I want you to make sure that you are ready with a link to capture the links. I wanted to make sure that your bio is inspiring people to get connected with you. If you have accounts that are private, please change that today. You want to make sure that strangers can look you up, can link and interact with your content. If you have a freebie, even better. A freebie means that every time that a new stranger comes in, they have the chance to win something or to earn something from you. That, my friends, is going to be very helpful in your process of leading your new users to that journey. I think that's the word we have said this today over and over and over, right? It is a journey. So you're going to be leading them through that journey. Your mindset is super, super important. I think I started today's class with this, and I will emphasize the importance of you having a mindset where others are ahead of you and you're okay with that, where you're learning something new and you're okay with that, where not everything is going to be perfect. You're not going to get things done and you're going to be looking like a pro, in your opinion, from day one, and that is okay. Okay, it is okay to feel uncomfortable. It is okay to make mistakes if your transitions in your videos are not going to be perfect. That's okay. The other day, somebody said, how can you do all of these things at the same time? I'm like, I have been working, literally, I've been a social media marketing manager for over a decade. Of course, you know, it's thousands of hours of experience. You cannot compare 10 years with one day or 1 week or 1 month. And that's okay, right? That's okay. That's why you're actually taking the shortcut by learning this from somebody that can teach you, instead of going on Google and try to learn from YouTube videos that will only give you more questions, right? Number 2, the platform is very unpredictable. I'm not here to promise you that your videos are going to be in virality mode in a week, okay? We might get surprised with some viral videos, but the platform is very unpredictable. Number 3 is your attitude. you're going to be doing your best and forgetting the rest. What we want is to embrace this opportunity to grow as a community and to really embrace social media marketing for the next campaigns that we're going to be launching so that we can close the year with ease and grace and a victory. You excited? Now, another thing that can happen is that you can reuse and repurpose this content. And yes, you can pay for advertising. You can have a campaign on Facebook to find more viewers for your content. You can have a campaign on Facebook to generate more leads, and that's okay. Actually, those campaigns can be targeted to the users that you met or the users that you attracted during the times of September and October and November. That's something that I wanted to keep in mind, that when we work in campaigns, meaning when we strategize and we think about who do we want to attract and what do we want to pitch to them in 90 days, we're building that audience. And at some point, you can actually market via advertising to that group of people, okay? So I want you to keep this in mind because it should give you another motivation to keep up with this challenge and really create the videos that will help you to get connected with those people. I'm going to be taking some questions now, and I'm also going to be making sure that everybody has the tools and the videos and the topics outlined for the first 3 videos that you guys are going to be creating together. So any questions? Let me just come here. Claribel, what I wonder is which is better, to build on a personal account or business? I have both and split myself so much, it becomes a challenge. Okay, so what I recommend, Claribel, is to leverage personal brand marketing. Whether that is that you have a Facebook page or a personal page, it doesn't really matter, because when we're using Instagram, for example, you're going to be a creator, okay? And when you are a creator, you're going to be leveraging personal brand marketing. So that, I would say that question between personal page or business page lets me know that you're more thinking about like the way that Facebook sees it. For Instagram though, and for TikTok, everybody is a creator. It doesn't matter if they are a personal brand or if they are a business, meaning, you know, in other words, businesses should be creators. So when people see you as a creator, they see your message, you're representing a business, and that's okay. And actually something that you can do, and in your case, again, I'm more inclined to tell you to use your personal brand because you are confident on camera, and we have to leverage that, okay? So if you were not, and if you wanted to hide behind the camera, I need to be considerate of that. But I know personally, I know you, and I know that you will thrive with, you know, being on camera and share your story and things like that. So leverage personal brand marketing, okay? Now, let's go over these documents that you all have as part of the challenge. The goal, it's something that it's going to be a reflection between you and yourself. And I hope that what we discussed today helps you to have a more polished goal using that journey and the strategy in mind, okay? Now, this is something that will help you to kind of like check mark the things that I said today, right? We're going to be using the one persona approach. So here on this page, please make sure that you're like, oh, okay, write your insights as you're going through this page, right? The first one, do you have your one topic? Do you have a pain point that you want to discuss? So when we actually mention pain points, it's because when you are going out and create content, usually one of the mistakes we see is that people create content, especially to teach. And what it does is that Yes, you can show people that you are very smart, but you're not touching the pain points. And that means that they're going to not continue into the journey. You want them to continue in the journey with you. You want them to be engaged. And because of that, the best way to achieve this is by creating content that is based on their pain. 3 reasons why, you're not making the money you wanted right now, and things that are associated with pain. Usually people feel frustrated, they feel anxious, they feel terrible. So it's not that you're going to be turning into the negative Nancy, but you definitely want to engage people with and meet them at their pain, because they're going to see your content for solutions that they need. Not like, oh, I want to learn more. Not everybody is in the mood to keep learning and learning and learning. For example, when I invited you to this challenge, I didn't just say, oh, I'm going to teach you to make more videos. I needed to mention the pain. I needed to say, hey, listen, you better do videos so that you can generate leads and grow the sales by the end of the year. You see, which takes me to also generating more ideas, maybe like 3 reasons why you're not growing at the speed of what you wanted to grow, this year, or something like that, right? So I wanted to just think about in the pain points that your people have, and that is going to help you to do your research based on those pain points. I carry here an example of the imposter syndrome. That happens to be a very common conversation that many, many, many women have between each other. So try to find discussions, arguments, topics, points, point of views of something that creates that emotional connection with you, so that they feel that they want to learn more from you, okay? And I want you to share that topic with me. What is going to be your one persona approach? What is their pain point? And what is the point of view that you will be using to your advantage to get inspired to do your first 3 videos? That's what we want for this week, okay? Is making sure that you got all of those steps, right? Your one persona approach, your point of view based on the pain. And I want to see that you are lining up at least 3 videos that you can create. And this is the next page. Video number 1. If you want, you can complete this line, how to blank without blank. Video number 2 will be something similar. If you're taking the pain, for instance, if this was about the imposter syndrome, how to, reduce imposter syndrome without spending thousands of dollars, or how I went from non-confident to confident in less than 24 hours. So when you see that, and actually headlines are going to be shared also here. I have this in your guide. Basically, it's giving you examples of headlines. So don't feel like you need to use just the same headline. You can take from the headlines that I share with you and just plan your first 3 videos. What I really want is that those 3 videos are going to be connected with your niche, the point of view that will touch their pain point. And I want you to do the research of the music that you'll be using and the format that the video will have. Now, when it comes to formats, actually, this particular document has also the 10 possible formats, okay? So there's the basic one. It's the musical lyric, which is you can find the song that touches the topic that you want to touch, and then just share a story in the text with that song. The other one can be, interview or behind the scenes, very common. And here is just you showing the behind the scenes. It's just like, this is how we do it. Another one can be how to video. If you actually are, for instance, Greg, this is really, really a good one for you. If you want to take people behind the scenes and show them like, hey, this is how I sketch and then do those videos that capture like 40 minutes and then they turn into 20 seconds, the time lapse video, that can be super, super awesome. Here's the thing, a lot of people do the humor, and but I feel like if you haven't done any videos, I feel it's because you might be thinking, that's not me, I'm not a fun person. So, don't think that you have to always and only do humor, but if you have humor and if you feel comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I love wearing wigs, I love wearing props, and that's kind of my definition of humor. I love putting myself on counters and dance. That's my definition of humor. Don't feel that you have to go from not doing a video to all of a sudden, putting yourself and feeling yourself like way too uncomfortable. That's not what I want, okay? Inspirational, super simple to create. You can actually film a very inspirational scenery and then add letters to it. Acting out, those are like the meme videos, very popular. And when you find inspiration, you're going to be finding a lot of those. Unboxing videos are also super awesome, especially if you're producing or promoting a product. And also, Raymond, you can have videos unboxing your book. That's also another one. Vlogging, which is taking people on your journey and showing them, hey, this is my kids, this is my family, and sharing content with them that will make them feel comfortable without forgetting that we want to touch on their pains, okay? So you can use a vlogging style where you're not really necessarily going to be dancing or going towards, a trend. You want to be yourself, right? So you can use the 15-second video to create those vlogs. Using your own sound, it's very popular to have now the point of view, which, you have like 15 seconds to basically say a statement, and that statement can take your content to another whole viral level. So those are examples of videos that when you do your research, you're going to see, how people create their videos. And I have mentioned a lot, like doing your research, and I have mentioned, TikTok and all of that. So TikTok actually as a platform can be accessed from your computer. So one thing you should be getting used, and you should be getting into the habit, is just, use the platform as much as you can for research. When you find it, you will realize that you can search for hashtags, you can search for usernames, and you can also see that they're going to suggest you the trends, okay? They will suggest you the trend sounds, the trend videos, but just like Instagram, the Explorer page, when they suggest you, is because they are going to act based on what you have done on the platform. And there's a good chance that if you have not done anything, the content that you get suggested is not going to make sense. So for you to educate the platform into what is going to be the content that you want to see on the suggestions, I want you to start getting into the habit of following creators. You can just follow them. You can like their content. You can leave comments in their content. And that is going to help you getting the virality aspect of the platform, because they're going to send you the trends. They're going to send you the content where you can jump in and then get the visibility that you want with your videos. I'm going to go here to make sure that I have questions here. I have accounts under business names. Okay. So if you have accounts under business names, we're going to pick one account where you want to be the creator. So if that account is only like a logo, probably you want to be turning that account with a more personal touch so that people can have that association with you. Now, if that's something that you don't want to do, that doesn't mean that you cannot create video content. And actually, like when you see on TikTok, there's a lot of people that they do that, right? So just to kind of like come here together so that you guys know what to expect, from TikTok. Right now, the Labor Day hashtag has 253 million views. Okay, so you might want to see here what people have been sharing today for Labor Day on TikTok. This is one.
To bring places and people are like, oh my goodness, how did you make this? Welcome to my queso. You need a pound of chorizo and a pound of ground beef. Brown it, drain the fat. Add TikTok.
This is one. That's a great one, right? That's a great example. And welcome to my TikTok with the queso recipe. So, you know, use this feed to kind of like get your observations. Like, why do you think that those people got into, you know, position 1, position 2 and 3? Why do you think that made them to have so many followers? Why do you think that their content has that you can actually learn or mimic? Because again, we're here learning how to be creators, how to nurture the audience to the point that they follow your content and they share it and they engage with you. So today will be a great day for you to come into the platform, take a look of the suggestions. If you don't see a hashtag that is like not even close to be related to what you want, just search and then you will find content associated with that. I'll be searching, for instance, since we have Raymond here, there's actually authors of TikTok. You can actually search under hashtag. You can search under creators and you can see what information they share and how do they share it. And that should give you the idea for the 3 videos that you're going to be planning for this week. More questions, guys, more questions. I am more than happy to take them. And what we can do is, since we have the Facebook group, we certainly will leverage the group to keep sharing your questions. And now what I will be challenging you is whoever is ready to share the first video, I will be more than happy to see that, to see your video and give you the feedback and help you grow with that video. So if you are new into our platform, just making sure that you had the chance to see where are the library of tools to create videos. You have that in our members only portal. I left you there. Like, if you have never done a video, how can you do it? Okay. And please, 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 please don't be shy. If you are, you know, one of those people, like you're like, I don't feel comfortable. I need a little bit more hand holding. Please reach out. I want to make sure that you are, you know, you're feeling like you have the tools that you need to go from nothing to creating something. So again, today, I'm not expecting your video, but if you want to go ahead and really, you know, surprise all of us, you can do your video. What I want from you today is that you have your strategy, you have your niche, you have done your research, and you are going to share what is your plan for the next 3 videos that you're going to be creating. And yes, your first video will happen tomorrow. Who is excited? Who is excited? One thing that also I will be doing is during the challenge, videos that I create and research that I do, definitely I'll be sharing that with you so that I can help you as much as you can. So that's why I want to hear from you. What are going to be the topics? What's going to be the pain points and your users? So I can help you creating those first 3 videos. Okay? Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time.